do a little get ready with me where I attempt to concoct an olive eyeshadow. So if you want to watch that and see how I got this pretty basic makeup look, then keep watching. All right, so I have been wanting an olive green eyeshadow, like a swampy, khaki, like, you know, kind of something like this. I've just felt really stubborn about not wanting to buy more eyeshadow, so I'm wanting to see if I can make it happen with what I already have. I've got some greens, but I don't have any of the particular kind of yellowy, mucky, grimy greens. Like, I've got these pastel green. I've got like this very bright spring green, shimmery, what do you even call that? Whatever that is. And yeah, I've got a few others, but I'm gonna try to make it happen. And I think this would be easier if I had cream or liquid eyeshadows. I mostly have powders, but I'm gonna see what I can cook up. Yeah, I'm gonna try, I said I didn't have cream, but I do have a few of these color pops. So I'm gonna try this. This is green juice, and it's a metallic, really kind of golden green. Yeah, that might be too shimmery. I'm kind of, what I really want is something matte, but that's obviously not gonna happen with this. So I'm gonna try to mix it with some of this gunmetal gray color, and this is the Jelly Much Color Pop Shadow in All Mine. And ooh, this is already starting to dry out. I got this like in springtime. I like the Jelly Munches, but they are very like, they're very messy. I don't know, what do we think about that color? Let's try a few others. I need to try to revive this shadow. I really like it, but yeah, it's already shit the bed. So yeah, adding a gray to a green to kind of muck it up and make it dingier. Or another way you could do green is with yellow plus blue. So let me see if I've got anything like that. It's like teal and maybe this sort of khaki brown shade. So maybe I can do that. I feel like it's, no, that's not it. That's kind of just, looks like a bruise. I feel like it's hard to do this without it just kind of looking muddy rather than like an intentional thing. So I'm taking this like forest green and I'll try the same sort of, what would you call this? Maybe kind of a tan color. That's maybe getting a little closer to what I want, but I don't know. Okay, maybe if I take this and then, so that kind of same forest green color, and then, I don't know. I've got these taupes. This is the Naked 2 Urban Decay Basics. So maybe I'll take Primal, the second darkest shade, and see what that does. This is one I actually don't want to adulterate with other colors. Like my other palettes have just been hand-me-downs or just kind of ones I don't care about as much, but this one I actually bought, so yeah, I don't know. Again, it's not really happening. Maybe I'll try a straight up, well, like a straight up gray, like a slate charcoal gray. I don't know, this is what I have so far. I'm gonna take this all off. I got these little makeup rounds at the Dollar Tree or whatever, Dollar General, and I am really enjoying using them. You can tell I'm not an artist and I've never had to like mix pigments. And, so far I feel like the most successful one I've landed on is the first one, the 2 color pops. So I'm just gonna put those on. I think I'll lay this gray one down first because it's, oh man, ugh. It's a darker color. So I feel like if I put it on top of the green, it would just cover it up. And I think this has a good bit of like kind of blue reflex in it. It was severe shadow for just a day of working from home, but you know, we got to do it up. Okay, so I'm going to take the green juice and try to blend this. One really good makeup tip I've learned is that it helps if you use the side of the brush that actually has the bristles on it instead of the end of the handle. Yeah, this is kind of just looking muddy and accidental, but I may be forced to break down and actually buy a green, olive green shadow, or just abandon the project altogether. That's always an option. Remember, you always have the option to not buy anything. Ooh. It's so weird to put makeup on, like on camera, because I'm just really used to listening to podcasts when I do this. I guess I am the podcast now. And I have discovered through the experience of making these little videos that it is very hard to speak extemporaneously, and it's also really hard to talk when you're doing things, at least for me. And I think that might have something to do with my ADHD. Like, I just cannot multitask. So yeah, that's probably not olive green, but I'm just gonna go with it because I'm tired of thinking about it. So I guess I will finish the rest of my makeup. So I think I will use up this NYX Total Control Drop Foundation. They stopped making this, which I don't know why, because it's really nice. I'm gonna mix in some of the Essence Magic Filter. This is like supposed to be, you know, Hollywood Flawless Filter adjacent. I'm not saying it's like a dupe for that, but you know, that style of like glowy face product. Except this is considerably cheaper, and I really like the idea of like the glowy face products, but I have never really wanted the Charlotte Tilbury just because that brand just doesn't appeal to me. packaging design. It's just, it feels a little tacky to me, and I mean, not that this isn't tacky, but it's also not like $50, so, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, let me just show this. It's definitely got like a thick paste consistency, you know, it's not runny at all. And it's got a good bit of actual pigment in it, so it will darken or change the shade of your foundation. And you know, yeah, it's quite like sticky and tacky, so it's not like the best product in the world, but I think it actually works pretty well and looks pretty good for what it is. So I'm just gonna mix that with a drop of this NYX foundation, and I'll just do this on one side of my face first. Hopefully I don't still have, oh crap. I always do this too. I always forget that I need to put my bangs back when I do my, I don't know where my bunny ears are either. I'm gonna be real with y'all, like half the time I just like put on my makeup sort of under my bangs, and I don't even bother like pushing my hair back because I'm a ridiculous person. This seems a little pale right now. I thought about doing my other side of my face with just the foundation without the filter mixed in, but I think I'll just save that for another time. I hope the air conditioning people are done coming in and out of my house. I was like rudely woken today by air conditioning people, and they hadn't like texted or told us they were coming. And I mean, we didn't put it in a work order or anything, it's just like routine maintenance, but I was like, ah. I usually stay up pretty late and work late into the night, so I'm kind of a night owl, and I'm often not like up and ready, you know, before noon, and I think that's fine, but there's a lot of, I don't know, I guess shame associated with that, just because of, you know, the way our society is, and being up early and being a morning bird is sort of sometimes seen as more like moral, or I don't know. I just always feel like when people come, like service people come, they're like judging me for like still being in my lounge clothes and think I'm lazy, but I also, it doesn't matter. And I do appreciate them, you know, doing work and actually being up early and fixing stuff so that it can run and create a happy, comfortable home. But anyway, yeah, I just heard them banging outside, so it's like, okay. Put on this Airlight Soft Powder Blush, the Joa, and this is the shade JAPB04 Naked Rose. And that's probably way too much. I always underestimate how far blush goes. I know if you hold your brush further back, you get like, you know, a lighter touch. If you're holding it here, you're gonna have more pressure, so. And I really didn't think out my makeup look. I just kind of started filming and was like, I'm gonna try this eyeshadow thing. So I don't know. I guess I'll just curl and curl my lashes and do my lips, and then I think I'll call it a day because I'm not trying to do anything elaborate. I do like how green my eyes look. Ah, crap. I'm using e.l.f. Big Mood. And I like it, but this is a gigantic brush. So I have to be careful to like not get it all over my face. Wiggle. Ow, God. And I know the lash curlers really work a lot better if they're heated up before you use them. And also, you're supposed to use waterproof mascara to hold curl, but I hate waterproof mascara. I find it very hard to remove, and it's smeary, and I just don't like it. I want to try a tubing mascara. Tube. Oh God, son of a mug. Likewise, I'm going to do this KVD Beauty Everlasting Hyperlight Liquid Lipstick. And this is the reformulated one. I've never tried the other one, but I really like this. So this is the shade Quicksand Rose. What the hell is a quicksand rose? I don't know. But I think they're trying to convey the idea of a sandy rose color. Make it sound dangerous because, you know, if you were a child of a certain era, particularly like when Princess Bride came out and some other stuff, like quicksand is a very scary concept. And we thought we were like going to encounter it way more than we actually ever did in our adult lives. But yeah, like being swallowed by quicksand and suffocating in it, pretty bad way to go. But yeah, these are nice. They're really easy to apply. It's got kind of this a small wand, and they smell like cocoa powder. And it's a liquid lipstick, so it is, you know, it is a little bit drying, but it's not like, it's definitely not the driest liquid lipstick I've ever tried, and it's pretty comfortable. It wears well. It holds up pretty well to eating. I mean, it's gonna come off a little bit, but I would say the longevity is nice, and I really like this shade. I think the shades have a little bit of nuance and intrigue to them, so I like it. I mean, I know this brand is like fallen off, and they've had like a lot of controversies with their former, you know, celebrity affiliation, but I still think it's good. So, yeah, let me take this guy off and, whoa, y'all. I gave myself a weird haircut like a month ago, and I'm just waiting for it to go back to normal. So anyway, this is my look today. I'm gonna go do some work on my computer and maybe eat some snacks. I hope you have a good day. Bye.